What have you lost that you can't sit down?
I don't know where my ass is.
Wasn't she a laugh? I really enjoyed not just really the subject, but also her friend that was killing herself laughing at the predicament that girl was in. Did you know what was happening? Somebody's pinched her ass. Would you believe it? Is that inappropriate language to work with someone when you're doing some fun street hypnosis? It's November as I shoot this video because I'm shooting it early to get over to the UK Hypnosis Convention, where I'll be speaking probably as you're watching this video if you're watching it live as it's released. But enough of that. Keep watching inside because we're going to talk today about risque language. When's it appropriate and how far should you go? See you inside. Hi there, it's Tran here from Feel Good Hypnosis. I'm a hypnotist and a clinical hypnotherapist, and every week I show you some fun street hypnosis and then discuss a topic revolving around that clip. You've seen this girl before, it's the second video from her, and I'll put a link to the first video in the description section, and I'll leave it in the end screen so you can click straight through and check out how she was induced into hypnosis and what first skit I did with her if you haven't already seen it. This week we're doing two new skits. The first one, as I've alluded to, is somebody's pinched her bum, and then the second one, she's lost something. What does she lose? Will she find it? Check out the video coming up. Before you see that video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the big subscribe button and that bell notification button next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time a new video comes out from myself. And if you have any comments, I'd love to hear from you. Tell us what you think of this video. Did you like it? Was it fun? And do you have any other questions about hypnosis? Leave it in the comment section below and I'll answer your questions as soon as I can. I might be a bit slow this weekend answering any comments or questions because I'm away at the convention, but I will get back to you. That's my promise. In the meantime, let's check out the video and stay tuned for the tutorial when I come back.
In a minute, we're going to count from 1 to 3. In the count of 3, you will no longer be stuck. You will be able to stand up. Nod your head that you understand. You will be able to stand up. But when you stand up, you realise that your bum has disappeared. You'll realise that your bum's disappeared, and now you can't sit down because you've nothing to sit down on. And the more you try and sit down, you just cannot find where your bum is. You might even want to walk around, ask your friend, ask people walking past, have they seen your bum? Because you've lost it. Just point out that you've lost it. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Stand up now. What was that like? And it's gone now. Wasn't that cool?
Yep.
So you can sit down again if you want. You want to sit down? Is there a problem?
I can.
You can't? Why not? What's happened? Have you lost something? Tell your friend. What have you lost that you can't sit down? Did she take it? Have you got whatever she's lost? Ask her.
Yes.
What have you lost that you can't sit down?
I don't know where my ass is.
Here, do you want to go over here and ask these people? Did they pinch your ass? No? Look at me. And sleep now. Way down. Deeper, deeper. Legs and back support you all the time as you go down even deeper still. Legs and back support you 100% all the way down. Deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed. In a minute I'm going to count from 1 to 3. In the count of 3 your bum will come back to you. Your bum will come back to you and you can stand or you can sit down whatever you want because you're free to stand or sit down because your ass will come back to you totally. But just as quickly as your ass comes back into existence, the number 7 just disappears. The number 7 just disappears. You know how you count. You know how you were taught in school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The number between 6 and 8 has just disappeared. Disappeared, floated away. You will not remember the number 7. Nod your head that you understand. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. How's it going?
Good.
Have you found that thing you'd lost?
Yeah.
Yep. And let's do a little bit of fun experiment. Hold your hands up like this here. And I want you to count out loud. Count out loud for everybody your fingers. So 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11? How many fingers have you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
How many fingers have you got? How many fingers do you usually have?
10.
10. Okay, let's count these fingers. 1, out loud now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So there's 5 in that hand. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
5 in that hand. So count them together.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Wait, what?
Start again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 fingers. Let's do a little bit of maths. 1 and 1 is?
2,
2 and 2 is?
4,
3 and 4 is?
5, no, 6.
Is she, you've been friends with her for long? Is she good at maths, usually?
I have no idea.
What about movie quizzes? Do you like watching movies? What about Disney movies? Do you like Disney movies? What do you call that movie? Snow White and how many dwarfs?
I don't know.
Haven't watched that movie?
No, I have.
You have, but you just can't remember the name. Snow White and how many dwarfs? Even if you hear it, you can't say it. How many dwarfs?
7.
What's the name of the movie? Do you think she needs a bit of motivation? Right. I'll give you 20 quid if you can tell me what 3 and 4 is. It's gone, isn't it? It's gone. More motivation? 40 quid. And all you have to do, your mother will be proud of you. What did you get in your GCSEs? 40 quid. 3 plus 4 is? More motivation? She's really holding out. Last offer, 60 quid. 3 plus 4 is? Alright, I'll make it easier. 6 plus 1 is? No, it's going away. It's going away. You had your chances. Legs and back will support you. Look at my hand and sleep down, way down, deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed.
Hi and welcome back. Wasn't she a great star? She was lots of fun. And not only was she a good star, but her friend that was the spectator in front of the camera was having lots of fun too. I think it's very important that when you're doing street hypnosis that you just don't focus on the person you're hypnotizing and forget everyone else around you. It's an entertainment, it's a show, even if it's a small, not a massive 40 people audience, maybe just 2 or 3 people standing around, maybe even just one person, a friend of theirs, standing nearby. I want to give them an experience too, some entertainment. I go as far as to suggest that if somebody's just walking by themselves, that you don't hypnotize them, not because you can't or there's any technical reasons why you shouldn't. It's just you're not giving anyone else entertainment other than them, and they're getting a different level of experience, as you saw in this clip where the girl with the beautiful purple hair was having quite a different experience than the girl, the subject that was being hypnotized. Each one had their own experience, and when the hypnosis is finished, the two of them can chat away about it, laugh away about it, and gain further experiences after I've left the scene. So, not a strict rule or a firm rule that you shouldn't hypnotize someone when they're standing by themselves, but bear that in mind when you're doing this sort of entertainment, that it is entertainment for more than just one person. So the topic I want to talk about today is just appropriateness of skits. I don't often do this skit, and I took the chance to do this, and I think hopefully you'll agree that I carried it off with a level of professionalism without being too rude or too, degrading. I did make a comment at one point saying, now that you've lost your bum, go over there and ask those people if they've seen your bum. Now, that could be taken the wrong way, so I add the sort of context explaining what's happened, just so that she has some context if she does do that, so she's not totally walking around saying, have you seen my bum? Have you seen my bum? Likewise, later on I said, I think someone's pinched your ass. And again, that's a sort of double entendre in itself, and could be seen as a bit risky or rude. I'm trying to convey it in a way that I don't drop the conversation too low into the gutter. Ultimately, as much as you see me on a weekly basis on this YouTube channel doing some fun street hypnosis, predominantly I'm doing hypnotherapy. I'm working with people for anxieties, depressions, fears and phobias, and very serious, confidential and professional issues. So I think doing street hypnosis is important to help me develop and reinforce all the skills that I have as a hypnotist, but I don't want to be seen as someone that does very blue material, shall we say. So I want to keep it as professional as I can and limit those sort of skits, but hopefully agree that this skit was not too degrading, too rude, and I'm trying to keep a bit of humour about it. And obviously, as you see, especially with her friend that was sitting nearby, she was killing herself laughing at that first skit. So keep those things in mind. I know there's some hypnotherapists, especially stage hypnotherapists, that make a very good living out of doing very adult content, but you've got to manage that in terms of how you advertise it so people are clear about what they're coming to see. Especially in street hypnosis, where a lot of times, as in this situation, I'm just walking up to someone and saying, "Here, would you like to be hypnotized?" And there's no pre-advert as to what's going to happen or how it's going to happen. You don't want to do anything rude or, too adult material in that situation. You want to keep it as professional as you can. And I'm interested to hear your thoughts. What do you think of that skit? Was it too below the belt, shall we say? Was it too adult humor, or was it just about appropriate for the situation? Let me know what you think. Even though I did my best to keep it quite high level, as you can see, the subject herself was quite quiet and quite reserved, but that quietness, I think, helped to the entertainment factor and engagement factor, especially for her friend laughing at her inability to say, "I've lost my backside, I haven't any ass anymore," or whatever it was she said. She said it in a beautiful way, in a very discreet way, but made it funny within itself. The key thing is, again, if you're doing anything in this nature, is to constantly calibrate, constantly watch their reaction. If you think they're too shy or embarrassed or just not happy about the situation, end the skit quickly. And I didn't overly labour it, hopefully you'll agree. I just measured it to the right amount, realised that, well, she's not overly giggling herself and laughing at herself about it, but she wasn't in any way cringing or feeling bad about it, that I moved the skit on to the next skit. And as much as she was quite quiet and reserved in that lost your ass skit, when we moved on to losing the number 7, she was quite quiet and quite unanimated again in that. So it's not like there was a clear shift from a more risque skit to a more humorous skit in that respect. But she still was, again, quite entertaining when she counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. What? This beautiful expression of what just tells me that she's accepted the suggestion hook, line and sinker. And she does so well. By the time I'm moving on to what's 1 and 1 is 2 and what's 2 and 2 is 4, by the time she really couldn't say the number, I was able to move on to a more advanced, well, I say advanced, but it's just another suggestion with moving things to the next level and saying, even if you hear the number, you can't say it. And I got her friend to tell her out loud what the number was, and even though her friend was saying 7, it wasn't registering in her mind. That's the power of hypnosis, that she can accept that suggestion and make it real within her mind. So I capped that skit off by offering her money if she could say how many dwarfs Snow White had. And it's beautiful. I was able to bring it £20, £40, £60, and you could see that frustration in her head, because somewhere deep inside, and I got this comment from a client, I knew I could open my eyes if I wanted to, but I just didn't want to. She knows the number 7, but just doesn't want to. That's the way hypnosis works. It's not that you forget it completely, it's inside your head, but you have accepted the suggestion that you can't say it, that it's just more comfortable not to be able to say it, and you can see that expression in her face. So that's the power of hypnosis, and that's the topic I wanted to discuss this week. Hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure, as I say, you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the subscribe button and that bell notification button next to the subscribe button so you get notified next week when I bring another video out. In the meantime, don't forget, again, comments in the comment section below if you have anything. As I say, I'm going to leave this video up here. That's her induction into hypnosis in the end screen. So click that next, check her out, and enjoy your day, and see you next week.